Yeah. Hey, yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man. What the fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
I can tell you're mad at me just by how your face look. You can check this.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Phil Leroy the Judgmental Podcast.
This is Phil back in the house.
And I'm Leroy. So what's going on, Phil?
Ain't nothing much, just chilling. What's been up with you?
Nothing. Same old, same old. Did you finally watch iSniper yet?
I watched one episode, but I didn't like it. And then I had people over, so I was like, you know what, let me just turn this off, and I try to watch it later.
Oh, why you didn't like it?
I didn't like, it's not that I didn't like it. I didn't like when he talked. It sounded like it was hard to hear, try to understand what he's saying. But it could be, like I said, because it was people over my house, too.
Well, they got the subtitles there. You know he in jail, so you know the audio ain't gonna be
but I've seen videos of shows with people in jail talking, and it didn't sound that bad. So I have to try it again.
So we had a Coop on last week. A lot of people liked the Coop episode. So we talked about how when the common man gets a little win, they want to shut everything down. Well, this week we got some shocking info that the 25 richest Americans, including Jeff Bezos, Michael Bloomberg, and Elon Musk, pay relatively little, sometimes nothing, in income taxes. Here's the report.
They're the biggest billionaires in America, behind brands like Amazon and Tesla. Their personal fortunes, enormous. But turns out their tax bills, in some cases, are not even close, as newly revealed records show exactly how the ultra-rich can work the system to pay nothing in income tax in certain years. The new report, produced by the nonprofit news organization ProPublica.
What we've shown is that actually the system is upside down, that the ultra-wealthy pay less in tax than the average person.
In 2018, for example, ProPublica found Elon Musk paid no federal income tax. Neither did Jeff Bezos in 2007 or 2011, the same year he claimed a $4,000 child tax credit. And investor Warren Buffett avoided the most tax of any of the billionaires ProPublica looked at, according to the report.
As shocking as it is, nothing that they did is illegal. Everything that they did is in keeping with our tax code. And the basic reason is we tax income, not wealth.
Rich people often grow their fortunes through stocks, real estate, or companies, so they don't have to pay taxes until they sell. And they can offset their income in other ways, too, meaning it's legal to be worth a lot and pay a little.
This will start a debate that is well needed in America.
ProPublica points out some years the billionaires did pay hundreds of millions in taxes, depending on their investments. Bezos and Musk did not respond to NBC News' request for comment.
I bet they did.
Long called for more taxes on the rich, tells ProPublica more than 99% of his money will eventually go to philanthropies and taxes. ProPublica is not sharing how it obtained the data, and NBC News has not independently verified the documents it used. The report adding fuel to the fire for Democrats, like Elizabeth Warren, pushing for a wealth tax.
What this shows is it's only hardworking middle-class families that actually pay income tax.
And just to really emphasize this in that story, this was legal. The methods that these billionaires were using were not against the law. That's why you're seeing Congress, for example, take this up. As for how this information was revealed in the first place, the Treasury Department is referring an investigation of what they call the unauthorized disclosure of this confidential material to its Inspector General, to the FBI, and to the U.S. Attorney for D.C. Tom?
Okay, Hallie Jackson for us this morning. Hallie, thank you.
Shocking. That was so shocking footage that NBC had to dig deep in the investigation and find out that rich people don't pay taxes. We already damn knew that anyway. They got on Trump's ass about doing that, but I guess they didn't mention him in this report for some reason. You know, they all hate Trump, so I don't even know why they didn't bring it up.
Trump still he has a case right now, so I think that's why they left him off.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, we already knew that anyway, that celebrities and rich people don't pay shit. So I don't understand how Wesley Snipes and a couple other celebrities went to jail for taxes.
Well, Wesley Snipes did that. I don't have to pay taxes because I'm a sovereign citizen, that type of angle. No, I'm going, well, that's not going to work.
Right, but even still, like if all these other celebrities are getting off from paying, or not celebrities, but rich people are getting off from paying taxes, why did he have to go to jail? And somebody else went to jail too. Who was it? Lil Kim or somebody that didn't pay taxes?
No, Lil Kim didn't. You talking about Ja Rule? Was Fat Joe didn't pay taxes either.
It was a female and she went to jail.
For taxes? No, Lil Kim didn't go to jail for taxes. Lil Kim went for perjury, right?
I don't know, but I think that's the first name came to mind. But it was a female. It was a female that went to jail for taxes too. I don't know who. I can't remember who it is. I have to get back to you on that one.
Is it a rapper?
I thought it was her, so I don't know. Maybe I got my data mixed up or something.
Okay. There's a school in New York City. The Dalton School is like a private, wealthy school. Well, Justine Infante, the health and wellness at the Dalton School, a private school in New York City, is under fire for sex education classes. Now, here's the video that she played for children. I'm only going to play. The video is about, the video is about 2 minutes long. I'm probably going to play like a minute of it because I can't stand it. Did you see did you see the video, Phil?
Yeah, what you said? No, I didn't watch the video. The cartoon, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch the cartoon. I read the article.
All right. Well, I'm just going to play a minute of it because it's disturbing to me. But this is what she taught kids in class.
Pass it, Squeaks.
Whoa! Watch it! You almost hit me in the pee-pee!
What's so funny, you two?
He said pee-pee.
Do you notice that when you say pee-pee, you giggle, but when you say penis, you say it in a serious voice?
I never noticed that before.
Some children and adults feel uncomfortable when they talk about their private parts, so they make up cute or funny names for them.
What's one for a girl's private parts?
Vajayjay!
I've never heard no kid use the term vajayjay.
But what does Scoops mean when he says vajayjay?
He means vulva.
That's right,
Oh,
Kate.
vulva!
It's okay to
I don't know
use
what
the
that shit
proper
is.
words for our private parts.
Why?
Because our private parts are just as amazing as our hearts, lungs, brains, or any other of our amazing...
Now, excuse me. Now, do you want me to keep going?
Yes.
So you want me to play the whole thing?
Yes.
All right.
body parts.
But our hearts pump blood, our lungs breathe, and our brains think.
All our private parts do is pee.
That's not entirely true, Scoops. It is true that a person pees or urinates through a hole called the urethra in the penis.
Does everyone have a urethra?
They do. It can be harder to see, but girls have a tiny hole in the front of the vulva where urine comes out from their urethra. Urination is actually very important. It helps us get rid of waste, stuff our body doesn't need.
Hey, how come my penis gets big sometimes and points up in the air?
That's called an erection.
Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels good.
Sometimes when I'm in my bath or when Mom puts me to bed, I like to touch my vulva too.
You have a clitoris there,
ridiculous,
Kayla, that
man.
probably feels good to touch the same way Keith's penis feels good when he touches it. But have you ever noticed that older kids and grown-ups don't touch their private parts in public?
They don't?
That's right, Keith. It's okay to touch yourself and see how different body parts feel, but it's best to only do it in private.
Well, if private parts are so special, why do you cover them up?
Because they are private, silly.
That's right, Kayla, because they are private.
Hey, Squeak, pass it.
Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
Now, the parents was upset about the Justine Infante playing this video. Justine Infante, a health and wellness teacher at the Dalton School, allegedly showed students a video last fall from the free sex educational series for children called Amaze, in which a cartoon boy asks about erections. Fonte classes also reportedly include lessons on gender identity and consent. instructing children that their parents or grandparents should not touch them without asking for permission. Fonte told the parents that she does not use the word masturbation in class after they complained to school administrators, but they were told they had misinterpreted the lessons. Now, the kid said masturbation on there. Well, he said touch himself. First of all, no children ever talks like this. That's number one. And number two,
the kids don't talk like that, but they do that.
They masturbate out in the open?
Not masturbate in the open, but they play with their stuff. They figuring themselves out, touching stuff. You know what I mean?
How old is these children that play with themselves? Who?
Little kids.
And well, I have a problem with.
My mom said I did it when I was a baby. Like that's something kids do when you figuring out your body and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. If kids do that, but isn't that something that a parent should discuss with their children about, not a teacher in school?
Well, then I think the parent should get the curriculum and what's going to be taught in the school. Then that way, ahead of time, they can say that's if they're more really concerned, and then they can say, "Oh no, I don't want my kid participating in this or that." You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you pay attention to what's going on in school, then you don't know what your kid's teaching, and you can't then turn around at the end and then be complaining about it.
So, well, I have a real big problem about this sexualizing kids and kids at a young age like this because, okay, now you said, so you kind of think this video was okay, right?
I think the learning part, yeah, but when it started talking about the touching myself and the feel good and all that, no, they could have X'd that part out.
Right. Okay. When they was talking about peeing and the urethra and all that stuff, and then the girl talking about a vulva. Don't no little kid know what no damn vulva is. Now she teaches about gender identity and all that type of stuff. And no, kids got all the time in the rest of their life to be worried about gender identity and all that type of stuff. You don't need to teach that in school. I don't like how they try to sexualize these kids at a young age like this.
Kids to grow up way too fast.
Exactly.
But I won't blame the teacher because most teachers, they have to put forth their curriculum and what they're going to be teaching. So other people know what's going on and then they get the okay. Like they don't just make up all this stuff and pull it out their ass. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe she probably said well, she's a health and wellness teacher. So she probably said we're going to have a class about health. She never said anything about touching yourself and vulva and all that type of stuff.
Right. No, I'm not saying like what she said about to the parents, but I mean like to whoever, the principal or the administration or whatever, when they say I'm going to show the kids this video of Amaze, whatever Amaze is, that class that teaches about health or whatever.
Right.
Cartoon. So somebody knew besides that and they had to okay
it. So the administrators or the parents?
I'm talking about the administrators, not the parents. The parents is in the dark, and now they all upset and want to, raise hell. But if they was really concerned, they would have found out what their kids was learning beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And then they could have said, "Well, I want my kid in that class for that," or "I don't want," you know what I mean? But just to sit back and just spend. I think I read one of the comments. The guy, are you going to do the comments?
No. Do you want me to?
The one guy said, "I spent $50,000. I ain't pay my kid to learn this or something." You know what I mean? Well, you spend $50,000 and you just send your kid off. You don't know what your kid is learning. Because if you knew, then you wouldn't have agreed to it. Could have kept your kid home that day or pulled him out of that class or something. You know what I mean?
Right. So we're going to go to Ypsilanti, Michigan. A 6-year-old boy is lucky to be alive after he was shot by his neighbor. His dad believes he was upset because his son left his bike on a man's front yard. Now, let's give a guess how small the bell is. Here's the report.
Little boy, he walks free, making bond on Tuesday. It has this family angry and confused.
And I'm trying to figure out how he got a bond that was so low for trying to kill my kid.
Arnold Daniel trying to figure out why Ryan Lee Wen is out of jail after allegedly shooting his son Kobe.
He tried to hit me with a sledgehammer, but that's not.
What'd you say?
I said the dad had a problem with it. Go to the dude's house. You know where he lives.
It worked because I'm too fast.
So then what did he do?
Got a gun. Boom. Shot me right here.
It's all on video Saturday afternoon on Candlewood Lane. You'll see kids playing, hear a gunshot, then Kobe realizes he's hit.
Yeah, need a little.
Lee Wen allegedly fired through his front window. The bullet went in Kobe's arm and out the other side.
Now, the bail was $10,000 for shooting the kid. Well, the community came together. Derek Jackson, the Washita Sheriff Public Information Officer, said the sheriff received a lot of calls and people upset in the community about the bond, but noted the sheriff office doesn't set bonds. It's a prosecutable process and a judicial decision, Jackson said. The outcry from the community and disagreement with the magistrate's court decision led the Washita County Prosecutor's Office to file an emergency motion to cancel Lee Wen's bond. We share in the community's pain and anger from a child being shot, and we know that for many, the pain and anger is compounded by the fact that the defendant was able to make his bond set by the court. Eli Sabat, Washita County prosecutor attorney, said in a Facebook post on Wednesday. During the hearing, Lee Wen's bond was upgraded to $100,000, and he was taken back to custody without incident. Now, they also didn't mention that he tried to attack the kid. Well, I think the kid said it, that he tried to hit him with a sledgehammer, but the kid was too fast and got away. What the fuck? As we already said on here, as an adult, you cannot get yourself involved with children like this because it's a recipe for disaster. If the kid was on your lawn and you didn't want the kid on your lawn or whatever, you should have just went to the parents and just asked them. You can't put the law in your own hands when you're dealing with a kid because it's a recipe for disaster, like you said. Now the father want to whoop. Y'all all live in a neighborhood together. The father want to whoop your ass, and he got people. The wife side of the family.
We would have because I'd have waited. I'd catch him cutting grass. I'd catch him going to the market or going to work, and I'd fucking pound his ass. And I wouldn't kill him, but I'll fucking beat the shit out of him.
See. That's what I mean. Yep. Like
he shot just and the thing is, they keep saying he went to retrieve his bike. They need to get it right. He had a tricycle.
Right.
And so when you say bike, it almost seems like he's older than what he is. He had he's 6 years old and he's riding a tricycle.
Well, you ever notice they always do that with black kids?
Yeah.
They always make them seem older than what they are. The kid, like you say, he on a damn tricycle. And they always do that, making it seem like, what can a 6-year-old kid do to you so bad that you got to pull out a gun and shoot him?
Right. So from the video, the guy didn't even come out the house. He shot
through the window.
Like he shot through the window from his house.
Yeah.
Like some sniper shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mess around with kids.
Murder, he should be in jail.
Yep. Messing around with kids like that is a recipe for disaster.
And why they ain't all over the news? Because they sure did put everything else over the news about attacks against Asians.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm a butcher this name something serious, so sorry, y'all. Interman Ute, a Virginia Tech linebacker, was released on $75,000 bond Wednesday after he ordered by a judge to pay his. Well, whatever. We listen to the report because I don't want to laugh, but I didn't even look at this video yet. But listen to this report.
A Virginia Tech football player accused of murdering a 40-year-old Blacksburg man will walk free until his next court hearing this fall. Isimimina Tute went before a judge today for a bond hearing. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett has shocking new details.
Oh, shit. You hear that? I got it right, too.
Once in a blue moon.
Inside the courtroom.
During the hearing, prosecutors argued against Itute's release, describing what happened the night of the alleged murder. Prosecutors say Itute told police he matched with someone called Angie on Tinder on April 10th. The two met up and Angie performed a sexual act on Itute. Prosecutors then say on May 31st, the two met at Angie's apartment, and that's when Itute discovered Angie was not a woman, but the victim, 40-year-old Jerry Smith. Prosecutors say Itute told police he punched Smith in the head multiple times before Smith fell to the ground, and then punched him more and stomped on his head. Despite hearing a bubbling and gurgling noise, prosecutors say Itute left the apartment and did not call 911.
It's certainly a lot more than somebody walking into an apartment and potentially taking someone's life or being responsible for that.
Itute's preliminary hearing is set for September 23rd.
They're going through the book
In
at him.
order to stay with his parents in Virginia Beach, he'll be monitored by GPS, and he cannot return to Montgomery County unless it's to meet with his attorney or for a court appearance. He's also ordered not to contact the Smith family. Reporting in Montgomery County, I'm Lindsay Kennett.
Now, you actually think he's going to contact the Smith family?
Now, this story is confusion because that was the second time he went there.
Yeah.
What happened the first time?
He got
got hooked up.
Yeah, he got hooked up.
Now, was that a real girl, Angie?
No, he probably didn't. He probably didn't know at the time.
Yeah,
See, two things could have happened. Two things could have happened, Phil. Because I hear where you're going. Either one, the first time he didn't know that was a dude. When he went back again, I don't know, the guy had his wig off or something that made him appear that he was a man, and that's when he snapped. Or the dude got the dude already knew it was a guy, and he got serviced. When he came back again, well, you see, he was a freshman on a football team. So, and Virginia Tech is a high a D1 school, so that they're very up there on terms of college football. So he might have said that, yeah, I know you play football. How about if I tell such and such that you got serviced by a man, and he snapped that way. So it could have went. Was that where you was going?
Well, yeah, kind of, because the first time when I heard the story, not today, but the first time he sent it to me, I thought he met someone named Angie, a real girl named Angie. But then I thought the second time he went is when he ran into the dude there, and then that's when he snapped and beat the dude's ass, because it was no Angie, it was him there the second time.
Mm-hmm.
But then this report you just showed me, it seems like he went there. It never said like he's supposed to meet up with Angie. He never said like it was a girl the first time and now it was a dude this time. So it was a little confusing. Now I feel like it was both times it was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
But if that was the case, then why you ain't beat his ass the first time?
Because he might not have known.
Damn, is he walking into a damn pitch black apartment?
Probably. And first of all, fellas, if a girl you don't know out the blue just want to just drop down on her knees and service you that way, 9 times out of 10 is a dude. Unless you paying for it, unless you know she's a prostitute or whatever. But some girl you just met online just love to do oral sex on men. And you just walk in and she just going to drop to her knees and give you oral sex. That sounds very suspicious. That sounds very suspicious.
No hanging out, no going on a date, no giving her bread for her. You just going to come over and she's going to chew you up? Like, that's crazy.
Right. That don't even sound right. So last week, Phil, was the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight. So what did you think about it?
I thought I'm glad I didn't pay for it.
But you saw it, so how you didn't pay for it?
I did. I got ways.
Wait a minute now. We don't condone no illegal activities over here.
Let's get back to the subject at hand. I thought it was a sloppy fight. I thought Logan tried to finish Floyd off real fast, but he burnt himself out and he had nothing left in the tank. And then the rest of the fight, he was just holding and hugging. And I thought Floyd was trying to make it into a fight because he was trying to hit him, but he was chasing him. Floyd never chases anyone. And this whole fight, Floyd was chasing him.
Yes.
And then I kept hearing all this talk about Floyd really holding him up after he socked him. And I was like, what? I saw the fight. I didn't see that. But after looking at the replays like so many times now, just that part, I feel like I feel like he was going down.
We're gonna get into that because Joe Rogan talked about that on his show. We're not going to. I'll edit that out for the listeners, but we can hear it together with Joe Rogan's thoughts about it. But now we're gonna go through the whole card. So I should have wrote down the guy's name. It was Chad Ochocinco versus bare knuckle fighter. I forget his name. So let's see. So how you think? Wait a minute, I got to go a little back further because how you think how Chad looked? I thought his foot.
I didn't watch his fight.
Oh, okay. I thought his footwork didn't look that bad. The guys he fought last name is Maxwell. I thought his footwork didn't look that bad, but his punching needed some work done to it. See him moving and stuff, like his footwork ain't bad. Yeah, his footwork ain't that bad, and that's a big dude too. I didn't even know he was that tall.
Chad.
Yeah.
Chad, 6'4", 6'5".
He gotta be. See, like
remember when you played, he was like toothpick skinny though, but he was real tall.
Yep.
Was it a good fight?
He got knocked down.
I know he got dropped, but he got back up and continued.
I don't know what you consider a good fight because Chad is a novice, so I don't know if you want to.
I mean, as in somebody that's not a boxer, did he usually look like he was trying to fight?
Oh, he was trying to fight. He may have other than that knockdown, the fight may have been close. But that knockdown put him the knockdown put Maxwell over. See, he really don't look that bad. He's bouncing with his feet. He's on the spring of his toes. He moving back and forth. He must have watched a whole lot of Muhammad Ali videos the way he moving his feet. He don't look that bad. Oh, you want me to keep seeing more of it, or?
No, you go ahead.
All right, the next fight was Jaylen Hurd. Well, we already talked about the Jaylen Hurd. Jaylen Hurd had no damn defense. I'm really not going to be that critical because his father did pass about a month ago, and he still fought anyway. So I'm not really going to really be that judgmental about him. But he really has no defense, and he's got a weight problem, and that probably affected him too.
He has a stamina problem. I don't know. He took too much time away from the boxing or something, but he has no stamina. He was too tired, way too fast.
And he was up there with our young fighters and everything, but he had a belt. Yep. And now he all the way back down to the bottom again. Well, you saw that one. Jaylen Hurd lost, by the way. Now we on the Badu Jack versus Dalton Colina. Dalton Colina had no business in the ring with Badu Jack. He had no business. And I can't understand, how was somebody like Badu Jack still fighting 10-round fights? They was laughing at him because the guy Colina, because they looked like he had on old school shorts.
All the way up.
Yeah.
They do that to try to get some help cases in the gut. You can say low blow. Scare tactic.
Yeah, that guy had no business being in the ring with him. He had no business. Badu Jack knocked him out. So now we're going to go to your main event. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Oh, and shout out to the people, Vlad. Vlad got this thing where he always thinks that just because a guy is bigger than another person, that he can automatically win. I don't know. Vlad is older than me. So I want to say to him, where did you get this shit from? So you think Logan Paul had a chance because he's bigger than Mayweather? Knock it off.
The only time that comes into play is the advantage if y'all both got the same skill sets. Then you go to the advantage with the bigger guy.
Exactly.
If the bigger guy don't have the skill set, then he's not going to beat anyone.
Exactly. And they always got to tell him that big stuff don't mean nothing. Faison said it. That big stuff don't mean, wait, no, I think he has a chance because he's bigger than him. Oh, he weighs 40 pounds more than Mayweather. And so what? And here's a guy that wrestled. He wrestled. He supposedly boxed. And you still got this mentality that just because a guy is bigger than another person, that means automatically they can beat him. I don't know. Where do you get your shit from? If that's the case, Mike Tyson would have never been heavyweight champion because everybody he fought was bigger than him.
Yep. Logan Paul, he threw a 20-piece name. Nothing landed, and he was spent after that. And the crowd was getting all hyped, the announcers getting all hyped. I'm like, none of this stuff is landing.
Right. Here's like you said, this is the second round, and the guy's mouth is already open. And he tried, though, as you see right there. He tried, but and look about, and Floyd ain't never walked nobody down like this.
Paul backpedaled the whole fight.
And that's what got Paul tired too. That he was like right in front of him the whole fight, and he couldn't hit him like you said. Yeah, this is the second round. We're gonna go a little further.
Paul was spent. Logan Paul was spent. He had nothing left in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Just holding on for his life.
So which one does he have the Showtime contract or his brother?
I don't know. His brother is the one that knocked Floyd's head off, so that's the one Floyd really want to beat up.
Yeah, but he got to fight Tyron Woodley. So if he get through Tyron Woodley, maybe they probably can fight. But if Logan Paul has a Showtime contract, so he's 0-2. So we got to find somebody. Here's a good person for him. What we just saw was Chad Ochocinco.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good person right there.
He tried to headbutt Floyd right there too. I didn't see that before. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Lunges his head right at him.
Now, fourth round, like you said, the guy's super tired.
His hair all wet. He don't want no parts.
Yep. Look at him. He's standing right in front of him and can't even hit him. Now the bigger guy's backpedaling. Shout out to Vlad. The bigger guy should never be backpedaling like that, because in his thoughts that the bigger guy can easily be the smaller guy.
Not the small guy is a goddamn world-class fucking Hall of Fame boxer.
I'm laughing at all these punches that Merriweather's ducking. All right, that's the fourth round. We got
now. Logan Paul was saying that's a strategy when he let his body go limp, which sounds like some bullshit.
No, I ain't hear him say that. What did he say that on?
He was doing an interview about it. Who was he interviewing? I think somebody was interviewing him and his brother, and he was talking about it. Mm-hmm. And he said everybody on the internet talking about I got knocked out and Floyd held me up. He was like, no, he's like, my body went limp is because I let it go limp. That's a strategy to put all my weight on a smaller guy and get him tired of something. I said, oh my God, that shit sound crazy.
I think Merriweather had plenty of guys that tried to lean on him like that. Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's Mayweather.
Right. Where Logan should have been doing is using his damn jab more.
It's Mayweather because you keep calling him Merriweather. You need to stop.
Well, Mayweather, I'm sorry. Well, what he should be doing, what Paul should be doing is using his jab more.
Got the reach.
Exactly. Right here, like this right here. Throw a jab. He tried it, but then he tried.
Well, the thing is, when he throw his jab, he bringing his body. He shouldn't bring his body because then he opening himself up. Just throw the jab and keep your distance. You got the reach, but he'll throw the jab and then he'll lean his body in, and that's how he keep getting caught.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got the fifth round here, and we going into the sixth. Sixth round, this guy is tired. He want to get out of there. Look at him holding the ropes. Oh, looking at that trick where you hold the ropes behind him so the referee can't see.
And he'll hold him for dear life until the ref break it.
Yep. Well, the fight ended in a draw. It was a draw, right?
Well, they said no winner, so whatever. No judges, no winner.
Mm-hmm. So I'll play the clip of Joe Rogan talking about what you said about the knockout guy too for Logan. I don't know if they can do this though, but Conor McGregor.
Oh, Conor McGregor might piece him up.
Because he got. Oh, I'm sorry. I said he was 0-2. That didn't count. Well, it counted to us. He lost, but on his professional record is 0-1. I think he only. How old is he?
Yeah.
I guess he got to be like in his 27, 28, maybe. Let me see. Hold on.
What's the name saying he was a wrestler in the 90s? Like, how old was he when he was wrestling?
As a little kid.
Right, that's what he should have said then, because he's making it seem like he's older than what he is.
26. He was born in 95.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So he said he was wrestling in the 90s. What was he, 5 years old?
I mean, he could have been. as he was good as a little kid.
He's talking about Logan Paul pounding this guy in the 90s, and now this guy is a world-class UFC guy. That don't make sense because he's too young in the 90s if he was born in 95.
Mm-hmm. And Jake Paul is 24. Jake Paul is the one with the better record. What you about to say?
No, nothing.
All right, here's the rest of the Joe Rogan.
But you knuckleheads, you stop talking about fighting. He's holding on, and he's protecting himself, and he's controlling Floyd, and he's pushing his head to Floyd's chest.
Controlling anything, first off.
Catch new.
Yeah, what you say?
Joe Rogan is my boy, but he's wrong about that last part. He's holding on and controlling Floyd. He wasn't controlling.
No, he wasn't controlling.
Holding on for dear life.
Yes. Well, speaking of your boy Joe Rogan, did you see UFC 263 last night?
I fell asleep on the main event. I watched maybe like the first, I want to say, couple rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the guy lost and said he thought he won.
Hold on. Let me bring it up.
I saw the last two main event fights.
Now we got the first fight, snap crackle on pop, Jalil Hill versus Paul Gregg. Did you see this?
No, I told you I only saw the last two.
Oh, watch for the snap crackle on pop then. We going to watch the whole thing. Watch the snap crackle on pop for you. Get your popcorn. You know you can't have audio. So they've been going back and forth with each other. They was about to fight
trash talking.
Yeah, they was about to fight in the lobby on I guess that would have been Thursday, maybe. Thursday they was about to fight in the lobby, so it's bad blood between them. Watch this shit. So Greg is the white guy. He's a jiu-jitsu dude, and Hill is like a striker. All right, so both of them, of course, as you could tell, both of them are scared to like really engage in each other.
Right, they're just trying to size each other up right now.
Yeah. All right, so this is where Greg won them, right here. Now look how he controlling his arm.
Now that's controlling him.
My man should have tried to fork to get his arm out of that position. See, now he is.
He should have used that overhand to punch dude in the face.
All right, he got out of it here. He got out of a bad situation here. Now he let him up and got in another position right here, but he still got that arm. Now here we go. Shit. All right, now this bad news right here. Now you see how his arm is twisting.
He should be tapping like a mother.
Now you see his Look to see he told the referee that's broken. Now look how his arm is flopping.
Damn.
He was about to let him off, and he looked at the referee. He's like, "Look, it's broken. Look at his arm just sitting there."
Damn.
That's 3 UFCs in a row where somebody broke something. Well, pay-per-views, not shows. And let's get a replay. He never tried to get his arm out of that position. He never tried. And look at that arm. Look how it's bended. And that's when it broke right there.
He cranked that thing.
Yep. See, he told him it was broken. He was about to let him go.
He should have been tapping.
He is tapping. He's tapping right here.
He ain't tapping.
Ain't that a tap? And the referee should have saw. The referee should have seen that his arm was broken and stopped it. That was the first. That was the first fight. So we can skip this fight. This is Damian Maia versus Muhammad. I forget his first name. Muhammad was on the card with the fighter that we about to show after this. This was a couple of months ago. That ended in a no contest because he got poked in the eye. So this was he controlled Maia from getting him down to the ground. Because that's all you really have to worry about with him is getting on the ground with him. All right, now here's your boy Nate Diaz versus Leon Edwards.
I like Nate Diaz. He probably should be
the crowd loved him. Oh, they was going crazy with this one. Well, Leon Edwards pretty much controlled the whole fight until, let me go to the fifth round for you. He controlled the fight until this part right here.
Nate Diaz should have retired by now. He's one of them guys I used to like when I first started watching UFC.
All right, so he controlled the fight until when it came up to this. All right, it should be coming.
Who controlled the fight? Edwards?
Edwards, yeah. Why? You see him?
I've seen it. That shit hurt too. Look at it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Get his marbles back.
And Diaz never tried to really engage to him.
He should have rushed.
Yep. Oh, the crowd was going crazy after this. And that's it. He didn't do anything. So that's pretty much how the fight ended. Leon Edwards won. Now here's Deverson Figueroa versus Brandon Morero. What was the upset?
This was an upset.
It was?
Yeah.
Why you calling it an upset?
The dude was a better fighter. He was supposed to win.
Well, the first fight, they ended in a draw.
You see his record, 20-1 with a draw?
What's that supposed to mean? The draw comes from the fighter that he fighting.
Right. So the bro must got his number then. Because everybody else he pieced up.
This is the feel-good story of the show. Because the crowd loved Marino, and he's very good when it comes to talking on a microphone. And the crowd just totally just loved him. This was like the best thing on a pay-per-view. Well,
go
ahead.
When he first started, like he was like trying to almost like scared but not scared, waiting for his moment type.
Mm-hmm. Well, Morero, I'm sorry, won with a choke. He gave a great speech right here, and the crowd just loved him. So the main event, as Phil said, is Adria Alessandra versus Vitor. What is his first name? Marvin Vitor. Yeah, I know it's a common name.
He got winded quick. His mouth was wide open, like.
Yep. Mm-hmm. He didn't really do much. It almost seemed like Alessandra was like sparring. And you know what? You know what hurt him too? Them leg kicks right here.
Oh yeah, I know them Jones be hurt.
Yeah, the leg kicks hurt him, and he couldn't really move much.
Well, Marvin said that maybe he won because he had the leg kicks, but he thought he won.
One doing what?
I don't know. He said he was smoking some good shit. Think saying that.
So this won all 5 rounds. Alessandra won. I don't know what's next for the guy. He said he want to fight Whitaker in Australia. I mean, like, do we really want to see that again? I don't know. Oh, you say no?
I don't know. He didn't do nothing this fight, so I don't know.
No, yeah, this was like old sparring session here. So that's our Floyd versus Logan Paul and UFC 263.
Yeah, I just want to add a side note. Did you see any of the celebrity boxing?
No, I had downloaded and put it on my flash drive.
So I watched the video, I want to say last night or this morning. You know the former boxer Paulie
Malignaggi, yeah.
Did you see when the guy smacked him in the head, the fan?
No, I just heard him talking about it. They showed it on camera.
Yeah, it's all on World. I saw it on World Star. So the guy is like walking, and he has his camera like with his hand, like with the camera on his hand. He got a handful of powder, and he walked right behind him and smacked the shit on right back his head.
Oh, like some old pranking shit.
Yeah, but he was he disrespected. So everybody jumped up and pulled apart. So he was talking to. It like happened before the fight started. So when he was sitting down with Ice-T and he was talking about it, and somebody said, "Well, did you get him?" He said, "Yeah, I caught up to him. I gave him a couple good licks." Ice-T said, "You ain't hit him at all." You know what I mean? I was right.
You want to play it? You want to play it on here? You said it's on World Star, right?
Smack.
Yeah.
World Star.
All right, hold on.
How's your cut, G? How's your cut, G? How's your cut, G?
That was like some old pranking stuff. Yeah, so our NBA playoff bracket, that's Philip, me, and our boy Ryan Gutierrez. So Philip has he has the Warriors and Clippers, Jazz and Clippers, and he had the Nuggets and the Trailblazers and the Lakers. Well, that whole bracket of yours is just out of whack right there.
Why are you talking about that now? We still got time. You ain't supposed to be talking about
that bracket is out of whack. Why can't you? That bracket is out of whack.
It is. So what I'm saying is, how you talking about this now?
On your favorite side, the East side, you are all right on the East side. It can go your way on the East side. Ryan got the Jazz and Clippers right on the money. He had the Trailblazers and the Suns. Well, other than the Suns. The East side, well, we all had the Knicks beating the Hawks. So other than the Knicks, picking the Knicks, everything is all according to plan on his side. On the East side. Same thing. Well, I got the Bucks and the Nets. And I got the Lakers versus Knicks. Same thing over here. I think everybody had that over there anyway. I had Jazz and Mavericks. That's the Clippers. I had Nuggets and Lakers. It's Nuggets and Suns. So I still can come out fine on the West side, but I don't think that's going to happen because Nuggets is down 3-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think that won't be happening. They're not coming back and winning 4 straight. They might win 1, but they're not going to win 4 straight.
Who did you have winning the chip? Brooklyn?
Yeah, yes, the Nets. Mm-hmm.
Ryan had Brooklyn too?
Yes. And you're the only one that had Lakers, so you already you already
just side with Vegas.
So, any new TV shows or movies you watched?
Not really. Season 2 of Jocelyn's Cabaret. That shit's crazy. We've been watching that.
What's that?
I asked you about this before. I don't know if you ever replied back. Jocelyn.
I thought you said Joshua. I'm sorry. I thought you said Joshua. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And what else?
We still watch The Chi.
That show is and what's up with this this derelict sexual stuff going on? So now you got the young boy and his wife. They sleep on the side. Now I tell you, it's like the men is the women on the show because the girl she getting her back blown out, rubbed down or whatever you want to call it, and he's like regretting. He's did you watch it? Am I giving it away?
No, it's stupid.
Yeah, he's like regretting sleeping with the girl, and
all depressed, getting the chewy.
Right, and so he's all depressed, like you said, and she's like the man in the relationship. Well, what's wrong with you? He doing this. Then we got the old thick red bone sleeping with the mayor, and you got Candy sleeping. Candy just looking at them having sex. And when she wake up out of bed, Candy was right there. Come on, what's all this deviant sexual stuff going on here?
Yep. Well, shit, look at the kids. You got Jake stealing his homeboy girl.
Yep. Oh, she turned on him with the quickness. I'm talking about the young girl, Jake. Yeah. It's like all type of deviant sexual shit going on in this too.
Yeah, and to me it was stupid anyway to have one of the neighborhood drug dealers running around with a tranny. Like I said, if that was true in a real situation, and he was banging her, one thing. But you doing that in the dark, you're not bringing that, and everybody supposed to respect you, be scared of you, but this your girlfriend that you flossing.
Right.
And where's this boy that's supposed to be living with him in jail? Because the episode before he had found out that that was really a dude, and they didn't even show him the whole next episode.
Nope. And how in the world is that guy living in a house and don't know that that guy is a
Exactly.
dude?
Well,
Like the way he talk, he got more veins on his arm than Allen Iverson. Now, come on now.
And then dressed like a hooker every episode.
Exactly. Now, come on. And then the voice. The voice is a dead giveaway right there.
Yeah, that show was like went downhill like crazy. And I still watch it, but I'm just hanging around now.
Yeah, it's like how I treat what's our show 50 Cent Power. I'm sorry, that thing just escaped my mind that quick. It's like Power. It's just a Sunday show. I'm not doing anything. I like cutting on when I'm like washing dishes or cooking or cleaning up. It's like if I miss something, I miss something. I really don't care. But like I said before, and I hate to say this, but that show would have been much better if it was a male in charge.
And what about the wife, the gay couple, the wife keeping her secret with the other girl that's dying of cancer? She can't tell her wife. Now her wife, you know what I mean, hitting her up, her phone up, and she not answering because she's with the girl with cancer. You can't tell him until I tell my son. Well, goddamn, tell your son. And how about she just tell her wife and just say, but don't say nothing?
Right. Well, my thing is they all are friends. So why don't you just tell your friend that you're sick?
Right. It is stupid.
And then she had a chance to tell my man, but the dude was in the house with him. The massager was in the house. But like, come on now, if you sick, you should let your child know. Yeah, that show would have been so much better if it was a male in charge. That show would have been, because the premise of the show is good, but it's this backstory shit. It's bullshit. And then we ain't talk about how the thug now is like a hood vigilante. He coming to save the day and want to be a peacekeeper and everything. And the mayor can defund the whole police department.
Yeah.
Well, all right, y'all. You can reach us on Facebook, on Twitter at P&L Judgmentals, Instagram at _judgmentals. You can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. We got a TikTok, P&L Judgmentals.
Question.
How
is Kyrie injury? He just grabbed his ankle, they said, and he's out of the game.
I just saw him just leave.
Just flashed across my phone.
Yeah, I just saw him. I saw the when he got hurt, and I just saw him get up and just like limp off, go to the back. But all right, y'all. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Hey, yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man. Fuck you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
I can tell you're mad at me just by how your face look. You can check the status on my level, not my Facebook. Comments on my photos, that's why I stay on the low. Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up.